dad has second cup of coffee. So then my mom decides she wants a cup of coffee. You know, you go to the bank, you're going in and out. No, we were there like 30 minutes. Then my mom finishes all her whatever information she needed to do, her deposits, and we're walking out the bank, and she says, you know what, I should have taken some money out. And I'm looking at her going, really? We were just there, Mom. And she goes, well, let's go to the ATM right outside. So we go outside, and of course, you know, Mom's walking real slow, so, you know, we're just laughing. I'm thinking, the whole time I'm like, SMHing. I can't believe it. So she tries her little ATM, it doesn't work. So guess what? Now we got to go back in the bank. So we go in the bank, and so I go with Mom to go do her little thing. I turn around, and my dad's drinking another cup of coffee. And I think I embarrassed him because all of a sudden I turned around and I said, Dad, that's your third cup of coffee. And everybody heard and they were laughing and stuff, right? Okay, so that was 3 cups of coffee that just in those 30 minutes. Who knows what he drank earlier in the morning? So then we take off to the Honda place. I didn't know we were going to the Honda place, and he tells me, oh, we're going over here. I got to go look for some seat covers for his van. And I go, okay. I said, where are we going? He goes, well, over here somewhere on Bell. And finally I realized that we're at the Honda place. I had just been there, to the Kia place earlier. So we go into the Honda place, and then we get up to the parts department, and he's looking around. He says, I don't see the seat covers here. And so I asked the gentleman, I said, excuse me, do you have seat covers for a Honda van? And he goes, no, we don't have any seat covers. So I turned around, I asked my dad, and I said, Dad, when was the last time you saw the seat covers here in the Honda place? And he goes, I don't know, like 2 years ago? I said, you mean 2 years ago? You 2 years ago, and you're telling us let's go over there and look for some seat covers, right? I said, okay, Dad, we're just cracking up the whole time. In the meantime, Mom says, okay, I need to go use the restroom, so Mom and I are taking off to the restroom. When we come out, guess where my dad's at? You know how when you're waiting for your car to get done, there's a little waiting area with coffee and donuts and whatnot? He made himself another cup of coffee. And I'm like, Mother, look at Dad, he's making another cup of coffee. That's his 4th cup of coffee. And then all of a sudden he goes and he gets himself a Danish. And he sat himself down at the table. And so Mom goes, well, we might as well have coffee. Believe it or not, we were there 20 minutes. I was on my 2nd cup of coffee. Mom was on her 2nd cup of coffee. My dad, by then, I think, had another 3 cups of coffee. We cracked up the whole time thinking, what are these people thinking? And I go, is this what happens when you get old? You go into the car dealer place and you sit down and you just drink coffee and watch TV, and you know what? We laughed. We laughed. That's the last thing that I can honestly say, that we laughed. I laughed for like 2 days. I even told my coworkers, guess what? They asked me, what did you do for this weekend? You'll never guess what I did. But that was my dad. He was a funny, 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 funny man. And you know what I'm gonna miss? I'm gonna miss our Fridays together. But I know where he's at. It's just physically, I'm just gonna miss him. I just want to thank everybody for everything. Nieces, nephews, all this right here was all done by my nieces and nephews. Everybody in the family. And I really appreciate it. You guys did a fantastic job. Because otherwise, if you guys would have been small, it would have been my sister and I trying to figure out what to do. And you know what? You guys did it all. And I really, really thank you, and I love you. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow.